Although we have stepped very well into the digital domain, there is still the use of telephone services for official use, for personal use as well, and this is also still there in the developing countries. Despite of the digitization here, we have the analog devices as well here. So the telephone service is employing the two types of the multiplexing schemes here for transmission of the multiple low frequency voice signals over a wideband channel. In the communication engineering, the basic part you must have been known to, where we are having our voice as a low frequency signal, and to communicate it at the distant end we need the help of another signal, which is a high frequency signal that generally we call it to be a carrier signal, and the process is a modulation here. Here further part for communication is multiplexing, and basically we have the two types. One is with respect to the time division, another with respect to the frequency division. So the corresponding multiplexing schemes are referred to as TDM and FDM. TDM standing for the time division multiplexing telephone system, whereas FDM standing for the frequency division multiplexing telephone system. So more information with respect to these multiplexing telephone systems can be given as, if you talk about first of all the FDM, the frequency division multiplex telephone system. So there are multiple analog voice signals which are first of all modulated by the single sideband, which can be abbreviated as SSB modulators, that is onto the several subcarriers combined and further transmitted simultaneously over a common wideband channel. Now, in order to avoid the crosstalk, the subcarriers as discussed are selected as such for ensuring that the spectra of the modulated signals will not be overlapping with each other, and as they have been transmitted from the transmitter end, if received at the receiving end, the modulated subcarrier signals are separated by analog bandpass filters and further demodulated, the reverse process to that of the modulation, we extract the original signal and the individual voice signals are reconstructed there. So this is the case with respect to the FDM technology, frequency division multiplexing telephone system technology. On other hand, if we have TDM or time division multiplexing telephone system, the voice signals are first of all converted into the digital signals by having the sampling and analog to digital conversion procedure. So after this analog to digital conversion procedure, especially the sampling, we have the samples of the digital signals that are time interlude by the digital multiplexer and further combined signal is transmitted. So this is what the thing transmitted from transmitter side at the destination, that means at the receiving end, the digital voice signal are separated by a digital demultiplexer and then pass through the digital to analog converter and an analog reconstruction filter to recover the original analog voice signals. Usually the time division multiplexing system TDM is employed for the short haul communication, whereas the frequency division multiplexing scheme, that is FDM, is preferred for long haul transmission. It is quite necessary to have translation between these two formats until and unless there is a complete digitization. So this purpose is fulfilled by the use of the device system, which is called as transmultiplexers, our current topic. So now there may be a simple question to your mind: what is transmultiplexer? The transmultiplexer is a multi-input, multi-output, multi-rate structure. In the second chapter, where we have addressed the multi-rate digital signal processing, we know what exactly the multi-rate structure means. So here it is exactly the opposite to that of the L-channel QMF bank. So quadrature mirror filter bank, and it is consisting of an L-channel synthesis filter bank at the input end, followed by an L-channel analysis filter bank at the output end. Now this is what the visualization with the help of one illustration to explain the same. So on the left hand side you see the time division multiplexing system. The signals represented x0 of n, x1 of n, x suffix l minus 1 of n. Then we have the upsamplers with the upsampling or the interpolation factor denoted by capital L, corresponding to the filter functions denoted by capital G0 of Z, G1 of Z, this way up to capital G suffix L minus 1 of Z here. So this is all summed together, and there it is frequency division multiplexing, the signal represented U of n, which is further separated to result into Y0 of n, Y1 of n, and in general Y suffix capital L minus 1 of n, which is again the time division multiplexing. So in this case there are the filter functions denoted by H0 of Z, capital H1 of Z, in general capital H suffix L minus 1 of Z, along with the decimeters or the downsamplers with the factor L as denoted into the schematic. Now let us visualize the equivalent polyphase representation. So here it is the illustration. So again we have x0 of n, x1 of n, and up to x suffix L minus 1 of n at the input side, along with the interpolation factor capital L. Here we have the polyphase representation by the expression for capital R of Z to the power L. Then we have the use of delays with the help of the summers as denoted Z to the power minus 1, which is fed to the next system, which is also associated with the delays and the polyphase expression capital E of Z to the power capital L, and then the decimeters here with the factor L to result into Y0 of n, Y1 of n up to Y suffix capital L minus 1 of n. Now for determining the input-output relationship of the transmultiplexer, let us have consideration of one typical path from the kth input to the lth output as indicated in this illustration, part A here. On the left hand side, here you see x suffix L of n, which is fed as input to first of all the interpolator along with the filter function capital G suffix L of Z, then the filter function HK of Z along with the decimeter capital L here will result into the function Y suffix K of n. Here it is equivalent to the structure to obtain Yk of n again from x suffix L of n if we have only one block as denoted by capital F suffix KL of Z. So the representation on the right hand side is nothing but the linear time invariant branch with a transfer function denoted capital F suffix KL of Z, that is the 0th polyphase components of HQ of Z multiplied by G suffix L of Z. Thus the input-output relationship of the transmultiplexer is further expressed by the mathematical equation where we obtain in general capital Y suffix K of Z by the summation with index variable L extending from 0 to capital L minus 1 for the multiplication of capital F suffix KL of Z into capital X suffix L of Z, provided small k is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to capital L minus 1. Now let us have the representation capital Y of Z, the transpose of the array where the elements are in the row wise represented as Y0 of Z, Y1 of Z, and so on up to capital Y suffix L minus 1 of Z. Also, let us have another representation to denote capital X of Z, the transpose of the row matrix, I can say capital X0 of Z, then capital X1 of Z up to capital X suffix L minus 1 of Z. So either you can call these to be the vectors also. So the previous expression that you see at the top for capital Y suffix K of Z can be rewritten by these two denotions here. So here simply we write capital Y suffix Z is equal to capital F of Z into capital X of Z here. So here we have capital F of Z to be capital L minus capital L matrix whose K comma Lth element is given by capital F suffix KL of Z here. Now the basic intention of transmultiplexer is to produce the exact replica of the input that is fed to it. So thereupon it is expected to have capital Y suffix K of N to be X suffix K of N. But practically if it is existed to be any crosstalk, so that time we don't get the exact replica of input produced at the output here. But if we consider theoretically crosstalk to be equal to 0, so that time there it will be a reduction into the representation of the earlier expression. So this new form of expression here we denote capital Y suffix K of Z is equal to capital F suffix KK of Z multiplied to capital X suffix K of Z provided K is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to capital L minus 1. Now as in the case of QMF filter bank, we can have definition of the three types of the transmultiplexer systems. So here the one is phase preserving system if we have capital F suffix KK of Z to be a linear phase transfer function for all the values of the K. Whereas the second is magnitude preserving system if capital F suffix KK of Z is an all pass function. At last, for a perfect reconstruction transmultiplexer, we have capital F suffix KK of Z is equal to alpha suffix K multiplied to Z to the power minus N suffix K provided K is greater than or equal to 0 but less than or equal to capital L minus 1. Here N suffix K is an integer and alpha suffix K is a non-zero constant. So for the perfect reconstruction system, we have Y suffix K of N equal to alpha suffix K multiplied by X suffix K of N minus N suffix K. This perfect reconstruction condition can be derived in terms of the polyphase components of the synthesis and the analysis filter banks that we have shown for the transmultiplexer structure at the initial stage. Now, by making the use of cascade equivalences, let us have the equivalent representation indicated with the help of this illustration. So here at the input again you see as obvious x0 of n, then x1 of n up to x suffix l minus 1 of n, whereas the output is y0 of n, y1 of n up to y suffix capital L minus 1 of n. Inside there you see first of all the polyphase expression capital R of Z along with the upsamplers by the factor L and the delays Z to the power minus 1 along with the summers here, which is fed to the structure of decimeters along with delays, and finally the expression in polyphase, that is capital E of Z here. To see the central structure of this particular figure, we can have the equivalent representation given by the next illustration. Here you see again on the left hand side we have x0 of n, x1 of n, x2 of n up to x suffix l minus 2 of n and x suffix l minus 1 of n, the structure, and then finally the output in terms of y0 of 1 n, y1 of n, y2 of n, y suffix l minus 2 of n, y suffix l minus 1 of n. So as this is the transfer matrix So here we have the trans multiplexer given by the expression. We have capital F of Z expressed as capital E of Z from the diagram in multiplication to the matrix that is having the first row with the elements 0, 1. The second row elements are Z inverse into I suffix L minus 1, 0, which is further multiplied to capital R of Z. In this representation, I suffix L minus 1 is an L minus 1 by L minus 1 identity matrix. Now, for the perfect reconstruction system, it is quite sufficient to ensure that capital F of Z is equal to D times Z to the power minus N0 into IL, where N0 is a positive integer. Then, from the previous two equations that you see on this particular slide, we arrive at the condition for perfect reconstruction in terms of the polyphase components given by the expression. The polyphase components are multiplied to each other. We have R of Z into E of Z, that is equal to D times Z to the power minus M suffix 0 multiplied to the matrix of the order 2 by 2, where the first row elements are 0, I suffix L minus 1, second row elements are Z inverse and then 0. So in this representation, M suffix 0 is a suitable positive integer. It is quite possible to have development of a perfect reconstruction transmultiplexer from the perfect reconstruction quadrature mirror filter, that is QMF filter bank, with the analysis filter denoted by in general capital H suffix L of Z and the synthesis filter denoted by capital G suffix L of Z, that is with the distortion transfer function given by, let us say, capital T of Z, which is D into Z to the power minus capital K, where D is non-zero constant and capital K will be the positive integer. It can also be shown that a perfect reconstruction transmultiplexer can then be designated using the analysis filters HL of Z and the synthesis filters Z to the power minus R multiplied to ZL of Z, where R is a positive integer less than that of the L, such that R plus K is multiple of L. L is the multirate factor as shown in the earlier case. So here it was our topic, transmultiplexers.